Look at that, huh? I've been able to use that for a while. Somebody has been showing up lately, but she's here today. There's Kia. Boy, did we miss you. And, of course, Justin. I didn't miss you, Justin. Sorry. Hey, it's Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. Powered by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. And news, folks. We've got our picks are now, me, Mike, and Tony are in BetBucket. New platform. You're going to love it. There's a link below in the description. You can go to our campers page. It's connected to our Discord, too. People are getting placed through Discord. BetBucket is going to be a great place for cappers. And you know what? If you don't want to know any more about it, just DM me on Twitter, X. I hate to start off this show like this, but this is tragic news in the world of hockey with Johnny Gaudreau and his brother being killed.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
About that.
Former Calgary Flames player, him and his brother, I think, were going to be reunited and playing in Columbus. I guess they were working out together, riding bikes, and guy in a truck decided to pass, and he was drunk, decided to pass the person in front of him and killed him.
Oh, wow.
Very sad. Tremendous talent, right, Mike?
Yeah, no, that's definitely sad news. Hearing about that today. Pretty good hockey player, good dude. So yeah, very, very sad to hear that. Liked Johnny Gaudreau a lot. Liked them a lot. So
they used to call him Johnny Hockey.
They did. Yes.
They really did. So prayers go out to everybody. And on top of that, the two brothers got killed, and today is their sister is getting married.
Well, they postponed that, obviously. But yeah, that was.
Isn't that horrible? Just horrible. Just, I mean, you know what? We get on here and we fun around and we goof around and we place bets and what have you. But you know what? My heart goes out to everybody who's ever had to experience anything like that.
Yeah,
so,
terrible.
Yeah, it's very sad. All right. Randall's already got something for you, Justin. He wants to know if the field where BC is playing this week a good venue. Is it like a baseball stadium?
No, I mean, yeah, I've been in there many times. For concerts and a couple BC Lions games throughout my life. But no, it's not a baseball stadium, not at all. I wouldn't say it's definitely an old-fashioned football stadium.
All right, so Justin DM'd me the other day, Kia and Mike, or yesterday, and said he got something to talk about today.
Cool.
So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to give Justin the floor.
Sure.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
Okay. Well, football is less than a week away. I'm excited out of my mind. Go Chargers, go Jets. You know where I stand on that. But something that caught my attention when I was watching First Things First, that's my new favorite sports show, not First Take anymore, was that I don't know if it was PFF or ESPN did a vote to say who the most overrated player were, the most underrated player in the NFL were. I thought I'm like, wow, that's a good topic to talk about. We got to talk about it on this show.
You love that over and underrated, don't you? I mean, my goodness. Let's see, the most overrated player in the NFL?
Josh Allen, the most overrated, and then Brock Purdy, the most underrated. Now, I'll let you guys start off giving your takes first.
I don't know if I'd call Josh overrated. Are you kidding me? I mean, you know what? If it wasn't for the interceptions he throws, and it's because he's being a gunslinger, okay? He's doing that Brett Favre stuff, okay? Being a gunslinger. If it wasn't for that, I mean, be a great quarterback. How many times, Mike, have we seen Josh Allen just take over a game by himself, basically running the football and giving everything he has? I don't think that's overrated myself. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he certainly has, done a lot of good things. He's also lost some games for his team as well. I think when you're talking overrated, I think it doesn't mean he's just, an overall overrated player. We know he's good. Overrated maybe in terms of putting him a little better than what maybe he really has proven to be, is probably the route Justin is going there. I don't think Justin's going to deny that Josh Allen's a talented quarterback and a hell of a quarterback for sure. I mean, yeah, there's only a few guys you would take over him, but there's people that would argue he's the best or the second best in the NFL. Probably wouldn't go that far.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. It's like, yeah, if you want to say that Josh Allen's the second best quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes, I'm like, well,
you've overrated him in that aspect. Yeah,
sure. You overrated him slightly, I'd say. I mean, you could argue Lamar Jackson, you could argue Joe Burrow, and maybe even somebody else too. But yeah, in terms of like being an all-around player, I'd say like the most overrated player in the NFL. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch because
I agree. What do you think, Kia? What do you think?
Yeah, let's let Kia
jump in here.
Are you asking me who I believe is?
No. Do you think Josh Allen's overrated?
Like you guys said, it's a bit of a stretch because a lot of these guys, everybody runs hot and cold at one point. Like at a point in time, they'll be great in their career, and then things tend to slow down a bit. And I just feel like that's what everybody. So to say that they're overrated, like of all time, I feel like that's not fair. Maybe if you go by a season, like, okay, maybe last season he would probably be considered overrated, but the season before he was great. So I feel like it should be judged per season because everybody's going to have a bad, season. You're not going to kick ass all the time unless you're the Steelers.
Unless you're me. But anyway.
And unless you're Bob too.
I digress.
And what about Brock Purdy? What do we think? I think that's.
I think he's definitely underrated. Definitely underrated. I agree 100% with that. I don't think anybody thinks that he is worth it yet. Everybody's waiting to see what happens this season. I don't think people believe in him other than his team and his coaches and his teammates,
Those are the only two players they said. They didn't mention nobody else.
Well, they voted on other players, but those were like the players that Josh Allen the most overrated, Brock Purdy the most underrated.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Pittsburgh, we're not getting no love at all. I mean, everybody is banking on us to fail because
I'd like to talk to you about that because the guy that's above you there, Mike, he thinks your Steelers are trash. I'm just saying.
He's not the only one. I mean, a lot of other content creators that I talk to are like, Kia, Russell Wilson. I mean, you guys are not going to make it because you need a quarterback to win, and Russell just ain't it. So
I will tell you what I heard the other day. If Mike Tomlin has a winning record with this team, he should be assured of being in the Hall of Fame. That's what people are saying right now about your Steelers. They don't have a prayer's chance. Mike?
Well, their schedule's brutal, and this is unfortunately, in my opinion, the year they don't, finish 500 or better. I don't know how they do it. Not with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields and what they have. Their defense is good, but not great. So, and you can't rely on them to carry the load. I just don't know how I don't see them finishing above 500.
Russell Wilson to Justin Fields, touchdown.
But you want to use Justin Fields like Taysom Hill? Is that what you're saying, Bob?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Go ahead, Kia. What are you going to say?
I mean, we'll just see what happens, I'm catching a lot of hell about it, but what can I do? I mean, we just got to let them play the game and we'll see.
Yeah. Yep, that's ultimately how it's going to go down. We'll see as the season goes along here, and obviously injuries happen to other teams and things like that. So, long way to go. I think Cincinnati last year was an example of that. Injuries just too much for them to overcome.
Yeah.
Not even sure how they were even in the playoff mix, to be honest with you, with Burrow out. I don't know how they were even in the hunt.
Mr. Heats here. What's up?
Go ahead, Justin. What were you going to say?
Oh, yeah, it's all good. I was just going to, giving back to what we were talking about before. Bob, I actually disagree with you on the Brock Purdy thing.
Well, you think that
he's overrated?
He's underrated?
No, I think he's overrated.
I would agree. I have to agree with that because people are putting him as, there's guys, at the end of the day that, people are saying, well, I'd take Brock Purdy. Let's be honest. Would you really take Brock Purdy over Justin Herbert? No, I don't think you would. Has Brock Purdy won games and been more clutch? I guess. Sure. But sometimes it's about the organization you get drafted into and the things like that. Herbert's gone through how many head coaches, how many coordinators. Brock Purdy comes into a Kyle Shanahan system that is just absolutely going to win games. Is it winning Super Bowls? No, but it's getting you to Super Bowls, and it's getting you within reach of winning them. That plays a part of it as well. I don't think for 1 second, if you put Justin Herbert on the 49ers, guys, come on, not even close.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Now, my goodness.
Now, hang on. Here's where I'm going to disagree. And
You're
Randall,
crazy.
You can be on my ass all you want. But Justin Herbert does not
look.
Let me talk. Let me just finish this statement. I do not see Justin Herbert throwing the ball in the windows that Purdy throws into.
Really?
Let's face it.
Wow.
No, I don't.
Then you've not seen him play enough.
Sure I have.
With a monster, with twice the arm as Purdy, too.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about those slants over the middle where the ball is there when the receiver makes his cut. I do not see Justin Herbert making those kinds of things.
I've seen him make throws like that all the time, man. I don't think there's any doubt. Look, I'm not saying
they don't run that offense.
I'm using Herbert as an example.
Yeah, and that's Herbert. You put Joe.
I'm not going to sit here and go to bat for Herbert and say, "Oh man, look, he's got to prove himself." I agree with that. But if he was on the 49ers, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, they would have won the Super Bowl if Herbert was on.
Agree with Greg there too.
You guys are thinking, you know what? I thought that about Justin Herbert in his rookie year. I don't think that about him anymore. Talk about somebody that's overrated. There's your most overrated quarterback.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
No, listen.
What's he done?
I agree. Listen, I'm not saying that, but I'm also going to say that how many quarterbacks have survived that garbage of a franchise? That franchise has been awful, dude. They screw everything up.
I could care less how strong his arm is. It don't mean shit.
Oh, Bob. Okay, let me ask you, Bob. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So, if you put Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson on the Ravens, the 49ers team, how well do they do?
Oh yeah, definitely. No two ways about it. Agree 100%.
They outperform Purdy.
But they're going to outperform Herbert because Herbert, you know what? Herbert should be.
But if Brock Purdy can fit into that system and succeed, Bob, if Brock Purdy can fit in the 49ers system and succeed, why wouldn't a guy who's got more passing yards in his first 4 years than any quarterback ever, why wouldn't he be able to succeed? And you're giving him a run-friendly off. You're crazy, Bob.
Okay. I don't know, man. All I know is I see that ball and a receiver turn, and it's right there. I do not see that with Justin Herbert. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to dunk on you, Bob, but I'm going to let Kia go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Kia. They're dumping on me like crazy. Help me out. I'm rooting for your Steelers.
Well, yeah. See, I mean, I'll read what Randall Sandowner, he said Purdy's garbage. And I mean, I don't think neither one of the guys are great, my opinion. But I'll have your back a little bit, Bob. But other than that, these are not guys that I would just give any type of credit to, honestly. But as far as my most overrated guy, I would say Dak Prescott, honestly. Like, he is the worst overrated person.
Okay.
Well,
I would agree with that too.
He's really good in this regular season, but yeah, it's the playoffs. He's terrible. I mean, he was like 5th in passing yards per game in the season, but then playoffs come around. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Here's the thing, okay? When you're able to, Mike, we talked about this last year over and over and over again. Randall, we talked about this. When you're playing the 49ers and you can bump their receivers off of their routes, Purdy is susceptible, okay? He doesn't have the ability to, improvise. And but they are a timing offense. And I'm going to tell you, there's some aspects of their offense that remind me of the Martz offense with that, that receiver is catching the ball in stride. Now, I realize that we're talking about, Ayuk and, Debo, and there's some badass guys with the run after the catch. But I think Purdy gives him a shot at doing more damage because that ball's there. It's there in stride. That's huge, man. And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, Justin Herbert doesn't hit his receivers in stride.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna listen to any more because you're going off of you're taking a bad throw that he's had and acting like he does that all the time, and then you're taking a good throw Purdy had and act like he does that all the time and never makes bad throws.
I think the best thing that ever happened.
That's just the most. You hadn't broke down the film and sat there and watched these.
Sure,
guys.
I have. I do it every week.
Hey, real quick, off subject, but I want to give the chat, if they didn't see it on Twitter, our free play of the day that I'm rolling with.
PhD.
What up, PhD? We know the Tigers had that losing streak snapped, 6-game or winning streak, I should say, snapped. I'm actually going to say they lose 2 in a row. I've got the Red Sox money line tonight over the Tigers. That is our free play. Our free plays are 4-0 to start. Coastal Carolina covered last night.
Dude, that's crazy.
Did you? Nice.
Great.
To cover the point.
And then in our picks, we had North Carolina money line, so took care of that as well.
Unbelievable. Did you see the end of that game, folks?
Yes.
Left-footed kicker hooks it again.
Yeah.
Why would you set him up on the right hand?
Because we needed UNC money line. That's why, baby. Whoa. That's why.
Football was great yesterday, guys.
It was, wasn't it?
It
was
fantastic.
It very much was.
I had a morning coffee. I had a 5-leg money line parlay.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that was awesome. It wasn't that juice, believe me. I did all money line favorites, so hey.
There's nothing wrong with drinking a little juice. I always say that.
Yeah,
but sometimes it depends on the juice.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to share my screen because I want to show you what happened last night on our live stream. All those EV bets, Bob, that we hit last night. Look at all this. The New Hampshire UCF game. The first quarter point spread on Colorado, Coastal Carolina and Jacksonville State. Coastal Carolina first quarter money line. Had the Blue Jays money line last night. Over 42.5. Lafayette and Buffalo. Lafayette and Buffalo also the over 43. We did a little ladder there on that. Over 2.5. I mean, look at all these. The Lynx minus 3.5. Look at how freaking awesome we did. That one was the day before. But all these dated the 29th. You see them. Wow. Lots of wins last night. We had a hell of a night on the EV page for college football. Just got to point that out.
All right. Very good. Very good. We're putting parlays together today.
We are.
Yes. So if you guys got anything in college football that you want to throw into a parlay, we're going to do a dinger parlay, and we're going to do we can do a multi-sport parlay if you want to. It's totally up to you guys.
Okay.
And I'll let you do the positive EV page first. It's great.
Yeah.
Kia. It's great to have you back, Kia.
Well, you guys know I'll always be here. I'll always be around.
All right. Well,
absolutely.
We've missed you.
I missed you guys too, always.
First play that I'm seeing is one of these HRR combos, hits, runs, and RBIs. Corbin Carroll over 1.5. I'm gonna roll with it at plus 110.
Love that market. Kia, do you bet that market much?
I do. I bet on all types of things, Bob.
I love that market.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And the Padres plus 0.5 on the first half run line at minus 105 on Hard Rock. I mean, not very often that you're going to get a team like the Padres who are, 16 games above 500, and you got Tampa Bay who is 1 game below 500, yet we're getting the plus 0.5 for the Padres. So if they're tied, we win. So this is one that's a no doubter for me. Jumping on that. Anybody wants to tail Padres plus 0.5? First 5, let's roll.
By the way, great voice. It's great to see you back again too, man.
Absolutely. Let's see what else is out here. Another college football play. Let's jump into it, man. Plus 105 on Fliff. Jackson Arnold over 2.5 touchdowns tonight. Hell yeah. Why not? Why the heck not, man?
Okay.
I mean, you saw what we did with these EV plays last night, right?
Mm-hmm. And I know what I did. I know what I did yesterday. I was up $155 in EV yesterday. So the EV page is going hot, man.
It is going hot right now. How about Gomber over 3.5 strikeouts? Kia, I know you're a big strikeout fan. You love these player strikeout props. Any feel on this one? Do you like it? I'm actually getting minus 115 on it now.
Gomber. And they're going against the Orioles. I think he can do that.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking. I mean, look at this play. You got minus 170. I mean, look at all these books and what they're pricing it at, and I'm getting minus 115.
I mean, more the odds have changed.
No, yeah, they were minus 125. They changed to minus 115.
Wow.
So they've gotten better on Fanatics.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. My favorite guys I like tonight as far as pitching is Pablo Lopez for over his Ks and Taj Bradley on the Tampa Bay Rays. Those are the 2 guys that I'm taking for over Ks today.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Parlay that together, folks. That's a Kia parlay bet.
A good two leg.
Yeah, nice. I like it.
I do too. I'm gonna just real quick see if there's anything else out here that we can jump on. Man, more plays. You got Temple plus 43.5, plus 44.5 on the point spread tonight against Oklahoma. Honestly, I'm probably gonna roll with that and go lock that in. But in the meantime, I'm going to go do that. Tail these bets if you want to, chat. We've been hot on the EV page. Bob, you said you want to put a parlay together?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Got to check out what's happening out here in the world of sports. And I'm going to start this parlay off with a team that is Kia is becoming my favorite team in the WNBA. It's the Minnesota Lynx. I like this team a lot, and I love Nafisha Collier. I think she is fantastic, and I am going on the spread minus 115. That's the first leg of our parlay. Whoever wants to go next.
This is a multi-sport parlay?
Yeah, whatever we want to do. You want college football, baseball, as long as they're playing a game tonight.
Let's see here. I love Wisconsin tonight against Western Michigan.
Love that. Beautiful.
I would give them the -24 to cover those points.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's some guts there on that one. She's going
Yeah.
with a big spread. Yes.
I had all spreads yesterday, and I won them all. So hopefully I can.
Really?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I had Kansas on the spread. I had I have to pull it up. I know I had Kansas for sure. They covered. I had Utah, the cover. I had Utah for the spread and team total points.
Nice.
Rutgers. I mean, pretty much everybody.
Wow, that's great. Don't you love it, man? We're back into football.
I was trying to pull up my card so I can give you guys the full list of everybody that I had to cover that spread. I mean, college football spreads are risky, but I'm not afraid of it.
I had Missouri to cover 49.5.
I like that.
And they won 51-0. So I'll take that, man. Woo.
Okay, let's see. All right, so I had Coastal Carolina to cover. I had North Carolina too, but I switched it to the +2.5. Okay. I had Kansas, Utah, Illinois, Tulane, Rutgers, but they were over 37 team total. I had Bowling Green to cover. So those are all the college football spreads, and I cashed pretty much all of them.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right. Give me another play, guys. Who's going next, Justin or Mike?
Whatever you want to do. Justin, you want to go?
I'll let you go. I'm still deciding.
He's contemplating.
Yeah, it's so many good games to choose from. So
what do we have so far?
We have
you have the links.
The links.
And she's got Wisconsin. Okay, so let's jump.
Wisconsin. Go ahead.
Let's jump into baseball. I'm going to give us a plus odds play here to add to it. I mean, we just saw that first 5 in that Padres-Rays game. I'm actually going to say full game money line. Give me the Padres coming off of 2 straight losses to the Cardinals. I think they bounce back here tonight on this road trip and get it together. I'm going to go with the Padres money line.
Okay. All right. Who's on the mound tonight for them?
For Bradley's on the mound for Tampa Bay, but Perez is Martin Perez for the Padres.
All right, so 3 legs up to over plus 600. So Justin, you can complete this. Complete me, Justin.
Just deciding between 2. I got college football spread.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll go with this one. Alex is going to love this. I'm going to take Stanford on the point spread.
Okay, which is +9.
Yeah.
You get a +9 some places. Let's do +9, and let's see where that takes us. All right, that gets us plus 1,400. There you go. Let's $10 will, win $127.90 profit. Let's do that. We'll add it to the bet slip, the bet tracker, and now you know what it's time for. It's time for dingers. Now, folks, lately, I'm just saying, the dingers have sucked.
They have.
Okay.
They have.
Damn. All right.
They have definitely sucked. That's just how it's gone. EV plays have been fire for the stream, though. That's been outstanding. And let's face it, some of these parlays haven't come through either, but that's all right.
No,
tonight's is. No, We're due.
Yeah. Now here we go. This is a good question from Greg Voice. Is Mizzou going to be legit this season? Playoff bound? I believe they are, but
I think they.
I'm a Mizzou fan.
I don't know. I don't know if they're playoff bound. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And you can't really take anything away from their first game because they played Murray State, which, 51-0. Hey, they did what they had to do. They covered the spread even and shut them out. You can't really do much more than that with, but you can't really use it as any type of measuring stick either. But I would have to say they're gonna have a great shot. I do think that.
Dinger parlays are a lot of fun. They are about it, but they are very, very frustrating, extremely frustrating. And I've decided that I am not going to go first because the last few times I've went first, my dinger didn't hit. So I'm switching things up.
All right.
So it's whoever wants to go first. I don't care. Just tell me the game. Don't make me search for a player. I don't know every player in baseball. I'm sorry. Okay. Now I want to tell you, here's the guys that hit yesterday: Cowser, Castellanos, Marsh, Matt Olson, who I almost went with last night. Stevenson, Blade, Butler, Benson. Butler hit 2. Lindor, Alonso hit 1 yesterday. I can't believe them guys, 28 and 29 home runs. Brendan Rodgers, that's one of your favorite players. Corey Seager, Corbin Carroll the day before. Hernandez, Corbin Carroll hit 2 the day before. William Contreras, I'm just looking. There's Rooker. We know Rooker has been pretty consistent for us. Alvarez has been consistent for us. Can you believe that Julio Rodriguez only has 12 home runs, folks? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Bobby Wood Jr. hits a home run the day after we pick him.
We know how that goes, man. That happens so freaking much, man.
I know. And then
so much that happens.
That's the frustrating part.
That is, man. That's what sucks about it is a lot of these guys that don't hit end up hitting the next day.
Now,
so
if you're gonna pick anything in these first 3 games?
I've got mine. I'll go first. I got mine.
Let's go.
Just know this, chat. If one of our guys doesn't hit tonight, probably single bet him tomorrow and he hits.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Look, I'm on this Boston game. I got the Red Sox money line for our free play. May as well take a dinger out of this thing, man. We're going to take Jarren Duran to hit a home run tonight.
Didn't somebody have him the other day?
Brendan had him, yes, and he didn't. Was it yesterday?
Duran was yesterday.
Yes, and they were shut out yesterday, and he didn't hit one, obviously. So he is today. See, I'm practicing what I'm preaching, taking a guy that didn't hit yesterday.
Gotcha. I'm with you. Now I'm going to go next.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the Cardinals-Yankees game, and I am going to take Juan Soto.
All right.
Juan Soto right there. One more time, baby.
Okay.
I got to clear some of this out here. Who's going next?
I'll go next.
All right.
I'm going to take Royce Lewis from the Minnesota Twins to hit a home run tonight.
Okay. Let me clear this out real quick. I got to check this out. Royce Lewis, Twins, playing the Blue Jays. And nice. Okay. So what does that get us? We're at plus 15,650. So $1 wins it. We're only putting $1 in this, by the way. So we may have more than 4 picks. We'll see what the chat says. Justin, once again, you're pulling up the rear.
Yeah. Pressure's on me, isn't it?
Yeah, you're the cleanup hitter.
I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez.
Oh! Because I said he's only got 12 home runs?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, actually, to when you said that.
Oh, yeah. He hit one 2 days ago. That was his 12th homer.
Well,
he's been injured quite a bit this year, is he not?
A little bit.
little bit, but he's also just not been
what he was. Yeah.
Not well, but he's still young, so it's not like his career. Like I mean, it's a bad year for him for sure.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mike. How come he gets a pass and Nolan Gorman doesn't? Huh? Is it because
we're not really comparing Nolan Gorman and Julio Rodriguez and at their best? I hope not. If we are, shut the stream off now and let's go home because that's insanity. But that
Gorman hit a lot of home runs,
and I pretty well just answered. If you listen to anything I said, I pretty well answered.
I don't usually listen to you.
No.
All right. Do we have anything in the chat for another one? Because no. All right. Well, I need one more.
Me either, Bob.
You need one more dinger.
Yeah, we need one more.
You want one more?
Yeah, I got to get it up into the thousands. $1 is only paying at 918. I need it pumped up. So do I need to go again?
Well, you seem to be the man with the plan.
Oh yeah, I am the
for
man.
The home runs. We've already got Judge, Greg. He says Judge or Goldie. Man,
okay. Well, no, we can't do Goldie because we already got Soto in that game.
Yeah, we can't do either or.
Pick another one because I got to get this baby in 4 minutes.
Man, yeah, I'm.
All right.
Where's Tristan when you need him?
He's in North Carolina.
Right.
So I'm gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Adolis Garcia.
Oh, that's actually a good one, Bob.
And let's just add that into this, and there you go. So $1 is going to get us $4,000. There you go. That's more like it.
Can you?
No worries, Greg. He did say Ohtani, which probably
okay. Well,
probably an interesting one. No, I say Lee. I don't know Ohtani. That one worries me. Gallen and Ohtani. Yeah.
All right.
And we do so bad with Ohtani anyway. Like he's kind of on our banned list, I feel. Because I feel like every time we've picked him, he hasn't come through. And Ellie was almost on our banned list. But remember, he came through the one time for us, so we let him back in. But
Aaron Duran may be on our banned list.
He will be after this, yes. And Machado's on our banned list. I went to him 2 nights in a row thinking, and then it was the next night he hit one out. So done with Machado.
One, and hold on, I got to get all these in here. I have to move really fast, guys.
Don't let me F it. No, Greg, we'll do that ourselves, buddy. You don't have to worry about that. I'm like 1 for 300 in dinger parlays this summer. Yeah, you and a lot of other people, I would say.
Okay, we got Royce Lewis. That's the other one. There he is. Where's he at? Hey, Royce, there you are. And then I got one more, which is Julio.
Now, anytime touchdown parlays, I think we'll do well with.
I'm fire on that.
Yeah, we'll do well with those. But these dinger parlays, they're just not our strong suit.
Okay, I got to play my little game here real quick. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to be able to. Not enough time. So there you go. I got $1 win us $3,359. So you know what? If it wins, we'll just give away $350. I'll tag all you guys on X, and that's what we'll do. So here's our dinger parlay one more time. Jaron Duran, Juan Soto, Royce Lewis, Julio, me and Julio down by the schoolyard Rodriguez, and Adolis Garcia. And that's actually a song from many, many years ago that you guys probably never heard. So
never heard of it.
Imagine that. Imagine me coming up with something that you guys never heard.
Yeah, never has happened, has it?
No, never. And look, don't forget our 4-leg parlay. We got the Padres money line. We got Stanford +9, Wisconsin -24, and the Lynx -7.5. I got 4 $20 free bets, Kia. You think I ought to throw a $20 free bet on that?
No, I would save it.
Not for the dinger one. No.
Yeah.
No, not the dinger. I'm talking about the 4-legger.
No, save it for tomorrow. We have all that college football tomorrow, and you can make a nice parlay with that. I would save it.
So here's what you're going to do. You're going to
Okay.
tag me in a post. I want to see what your parlay is. Tag me early enough, and I'll throw 20 on it.
Okay.
Let's do it. It's going to be an interesting day. First off, does Georgia cover tomorrow against Clemson?
Oh, man. I like Georgia. That's going to be a tough game, but, I mean, come on now, Georgia.
I know, man, but what's the line?
Let me see.
Oh, it's 11.5. 11.5.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like
You
the
can only
odds,
get that
right?
on Fanatics.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can only get 11.5 on Fanatics. Or no, ESPN Bet.
And Hard Rock.
And Hard Rock.
I don't know. I think Georgia's going to kick Clemson's ass. That's just my opinion. I feel like they'll cover. They'll win.
Okay. All right. -11.5. We'll throw that into a parlay for tomorrow. All right, Justin, you are the most underrated person who comes on this show. I just want to tell you that.
That's got to be like the first compliment I've ever gotten from Bob in a long time. So
And look, I hate to tell you who's
Do we dare say who the guy that's overrated?
that
that would be me. I know. I understand.
Hey, props for you, Bob. Props for you.
Hey, and by the way, first things first, I thought you were going to tell me the Greenberg show, which since Greenberg and Golick are no longer together, I can't stand Greenberg. Greeny's annoying to me, but that first things first show, pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nick Wright and Brewy. Those guys are pretty good, I got to admit.
Not bad.
Yeah, they are good.
Kia, wonderful having you here again. Justin, I'm so blessed that you were here today.
Jeez.
Mike, whatever.
Bob, I'm
Whatever.
fed up.
I know. I am too. Am I getting balder? Or I don't know. You guys have a great weekend. College football, baby. Ring that bell. Let's friggin' go. That's it. I got no energy left.